Is anybody hearing me? Pain drive me crazy, so the love from the drugs the only thing that's steering me. Is anybody hearing me? Made my mama cry 1,000 times, but I guess she still see the cheering me. Is anybody hearing me? Trust none to fear no man, I pray to the same that ever put fear in me. Is anybody hearing me? Nah, nobody wanna deal with me. Nah. Look, when drugs take my heart, I guess my heart will voodoo doll. Oh, nobody, if I'm robbing Peter, I'm sliming Paul. I swear I got so much to say, but nobody call. I go to war alone with no support from none of y'all. 2 L's in my book, so that's just a learning lesson. Had to cut out the bad blood to receive my blessings. Went down till I signed a deal, then I stopped distressing. Dreams coming true, the only cure to my depression. Niggas follow trends like monkey see, monkey do. Even how you did, I never thought about crossing you. False accusations all along, this shit was true. Told me hold you down, I was too blind to see the truth. I guess I had to shed all my tears when I'm in the booth. Pain mixed with pleasure, man, that shit uncouth. Pablo Picasso, bitch, I paint the proof. And you can see it in my eyes, bitch, I been the truth. Is anybody hearing me? Pain drive me crazy, so the love from the drugs the only thing that's steering me. Is anybody hearing me? Made my mama cry 1,000 times, but I guess she still see the cheering me. Is anybody hearing me? Trust none to fear no man, I pray to the same that ever put fear in me. Is anybody hearing me? Nah, nobody wanna deal with me. Nah.
Man, ain't nobody hearing me. Locked down in a box, can't see my family, damn near ruin me. Out here in the school of hard knocks, there ain't no truancy. I did it on my own, can't nobody say they influenced me. Daddy missing, fell victim to the system. I couldn't break the chains, his footsteps, I fell in them. 5 years worth of letters telling moms how much I miss her. Couldn't kiss her, so I spent a lot of nights kissing a picture. I'm under 30 and it's a lot that I done been through. Prison time got my mind sharper than the Gensu. Couldn't shed a tear, I write it down with a pencil. In case the lead broke, I shed a tear with my pen too. I knew my worth, but everybody switched up. Turned their backs on me right when shit was looking tough. All I needed was support and they won't giving 2 fucks. Now I'm flexing on them niggas, both my middle fingers up.
Is anybody hearing me? Pain drive me crazy, so the love from the drugs the only thing that's steering me. Is anybody hearing me? Made my mama cry 1,000 times, but I guess she still see the cheering me. Is anybody hearing me? Trust none to fear no man, I pray to the same that ever put fear in me. Is anybody hearing me? Nah, nobody wanna deal with me. Nah.
Well, all right. Is anybody hearing me? That is GBaby. He is on my platform right now. Hey, GBaby. Come on now.
How's it going? I'm going good. How is everybody else?
All right. Tell me about that track right there. What's the story behind the music?
Well, the story behind that particular song is through my entire life, I had a few ups and downs and a lot more downs than ups. And I normally have not been the expressive person. I've been more of the type of person who bottle things up until, sweep dirt on the rug until the dirt shows up. So instead of blowing up on people and snapping on people and things of that sort, I used to write my stuff down and whatever I would go through on paper. And that's what really I try to do with most of my work. So that behind that song right there, I was just going through a tough time, but one of my depression modes. I felt like I was against the world. I mean, the world was against me. I'm sorry. And I just, I have a select people in my corner and whatever that allows, supports me and loves me and whatever. But the ones that I try to give out to it, the ones that I be wanting it from, sometimes aren't there. So therefore, I just wrote a song. I write a lot of songs about it. So right there at that particular time, I was going through something at that time.
Well, that song, that track right there is streaming with a high percentage number. So a lot of people feel you. A lot of people go through that. So that's a good track right there. I agree. So where are you calling from, GBaby?
I'm actually calling from Dallas, Georgia.
Dallas, Georgia. All right, Georgia fans. All right. So as we move along in the show, introduce yourself to the curious listeners out there. What inspired you to write lyrics, rap music, and how many years you've been in the industry?
Well, let me start by saying my name is YLAN GBaby. Some people don't know how to pronounce the YLAN part, so y'all can just call me GBaby for short for those who try to figure out the mysterious acronym. It stands for Young Little Ass Nigga GBaby. I've always been a little guy, like really, really, really little, and like as far as size and weight. So that's pretty much. I mean, I never really got bullied, but that's what pretty much people like when we would, talk about each other, have fun about each other. That will really be the main go-to that people would try to go talk about my height. So therefore, I took in the perception like, well, if I embrace my own size, how you gonna make me mad type stuff. So I took that as an embracement, and I always ran with. Like I talk about how big I am all the time. So I kind of ran with it, took an insecurity and turned it into a security.
Right.
So that's how I came up with the YLAN part. GBaby, I'm not gonna get in too far about it, but it's affiliated. But I got my name by that, being very small and being a G at the same time. So it was just a name that was earned. So I just put together. My biological name is Albert Hunt. I am the fourth generation of Alberts, and it's ending right there because I don't have kids, and I don't think I'm gonna have any boys anyway. The way that my family is set up, but I was born in Chicago, Illinois, and I came down and moved to Marietta. I moved to Marietta when I was 13. So I'm really from Marietta, boy, because that's all I really know. I've been there for I'm 28, been there since I was 13. So that's all I really know. How I started writing music was, I got, during the times growing up, like I said, I'd never really been a profound person to use my voice to speak and let my emotions out or whatever. So I used to write it down. I've been doing that since I was a kid. I can remember the last time it was like I actually started in the 6th grade, just like playing around. And then I made it, I started doing poetry, and then people started saying like my poetry should turn into music. And then I used to listen to music. I used to love music. I always listen to music. My grandfather, he has tons of records. So every time, he's out there in Chicago now. So every time, we're out there and it's like one of them cleaning days where he feel like just, cutting the grass outside, just doing whatever he has to do around the house. He plays his different records. And I used to grow up around that a lot. So it just kind of inspired me.
Okay.
So I've always had that inspiration. It came from my grandfather as far as the melody. Now, as far as the words and lyrics, I've always been good with words. I've always been, I won spelling bees. I've always just been really good with words. So I just kind of growing up, listening to a lot of music, I put 2 and 2 together, and I started taking it serious when I was in 9th grade. But I had a few run-ins. With the law that caused me to miss a lot of my prime years. I missed my prime years of life. I missed the years of 21 to 25 being incarcerated. So the years I was supposed to learn, I was away. So therefore, I took more into music. I tried to perfect my craft then. But that's pretty much basically it, how I pretty much started writing music. It started from the heart. My grandfather gave me the melody inspiration, and my feelings and of everything what I went through and all my trials and tribulations and me not being the talkative person, just being silent and writing it down, that's what really just motivated me to start doing what and taking it really serious. And when I started taking it very, very serious, which means paying for my own studio time, I think I was 25.
Well, you're doing a very good job at communicating, and you writing it on paper. Your melody, it's all coming forth. I would like to ask you, with your skill and talent, what are the goals are you planning on reaching? What is your dream?
Actually, my dream is to, well, of course, be a big entertainer. But as far as going into, as far as the years go in the entertainment business, I've also, because of what I've been through, and I've also wanted to take, as far as my money that I make from the music industry and start investing into second job opportunities, second chance job opportunities, second chance, apartment opportunities for those people who have messed up backgrounds like me, for people who run into tribulations like that, like I have. So I want to be able to have a lot of jobs hired specifically for felons, like you can't work there unless you're a felon type, you know what I mean? But it will have its felon restrictions there too, because I'm not a biased person. Just because of what I went through does not mean everybody still deserves it. It's just depending on the severity of the charge, basically. Like child molesters, that's no. I'm sorry, you're not getting a job out of it. But things that are rapists and stuff of that sort, like that severity. No, I got nothing for you for them. But for those who actually are trying to change their lives and want to, get back out there and have a second chance at society, those are who I want to do it for. Like, just give them different opportunities and, give the homeless more opportunities to grow, because Black excellence is powerful. It's a lot of us Black people that are very, very, very talented that they don't even know that they're selves. And I want to be that inspiration and motivation that I can give to them so they can crawl out the shell, just like I had to crawl out of my own shell. Like I still got to crawl out my shell.
Have you decided to come up with a name for your organization, or are you already supporting a community organization in the city you're at?
I've actually done some community service around the area since my release. Recently I haven't been. I've actually been working a 9-to-5 job for the time being now. But no, I do not have a name for my organization. I had the idea. Now I actually have to put it in motion. It started as a brainstorm idea. Like I knew it, like I had to draw it up. I knew exactly what I want to do. Now I just have to put it in motion. Wow,
God is really working you. You're a tool, and it's going to happen. I believe in you. I believe it's going to happen. As we move along with the show, I want to play Time Heals. What's the story behind the music?
Okay. The story behind Time Heals, actually, Time Heals is part 1. A lot of people don't know. Time Heals and Mixed Emotions, they're actually sequels. And Time Heals, I believe, Time Heals is the first one. It's part 1. And Mixed Emotions is part 2. And the reason behind that is that was behind my first real crush love. I was 18 the first time I ever felt, love, the first real bit of love. And it was with a girl that my family loved as well.